So this game right here is really cool. This is really cool. It's probably the best destruction physics ever created, and it's not even used in modern video games, which is crazy because this is the most realistic damage engine I've ever seen, and it's 10 years old. Like, this came out when I was 14. That's just crazy, right? In front of us is a crane. We have all these options. There's going to be no sound. I don't know what's going on, but I don't have sound in this game anymore. And when I try to fix it, I didn't have anything rendering. So, to shoot some of these at it real quick. And you can see how there's a very, very good particle system. Anyways, so I didn't have no sound. And then I restarted the computer because maybe that was a problem. And then I didn't have anything. There's nothing in front of me. And I found that very weird. And then I just realized I needed to update my graphics drivers. And then I updated my graphics drivers. And now I'm back to no sound. So I'm just going to have like faint music in the background. So that way it's just not a bunch of nothing. But so, anyways, yeah, it's just crazy. And if you want to, I'll dabble in these options a little bit. F5 will strengthen your little, like, red bombs, I'm going to call them. So they get a little stronger. And just literally tear things apart. There's no presets. This is just physics. This is how it really breaks apart. There's just piece by pieces put together, and it breaks apart like that. It's not preset to break apart like that. It's not programmed to do that. It's just how it does it, which is really cool. Really, really cool. If you don't want this menu, just hit H and it hides it away. And you can always go back and hit F5 later and I'll bring it up. So now we're on level 6. Which, oh, I actually shot right through that, didn't I? It's gonna blow the whole section, the whole middle section out. And if we want to, we can hit it right here. But the really cool part is, let me restart this, hit F5 again. Now we're on the strongest they make it. And I'm gonna hit at the bottom because I already know what's gonna happen. Oh. It just completely just gone. Gone. There's nothing left. So I'm going to hit at the top real quick. And you just... Oh, man. It's just so crazy. And I wish there was sound because you can hear everything just hitting and cracking and breaking and everything hitting the ground. And it's madness. And the sounds kind of make it, even though they're not the best. And then, again, the graphics ain't really the best either. But the physics are there. These graphics kind of remind me of Apex Legends, so I can see where it would work in there. But you gotta get it's a free game, by the way. It's 100% free, and just give it a download. It doesn't take long to download. It's tiny. It's kind of a tech demo at its core. I'm experiencing some problems, but that doesn't mean you will, and you probably won't. I probably have a rare issue going on where no sound and stupid things. So there's a lot more you can blow up. A lot more you can blow up and a lot more ways to destroy things. That was just one of the options. I have a bunch here. They even have the bonus, what comes on the page when I put the link in the description. Check out these bonus buildings. I'm going to be going through everything right now. The big house. I used to play this a lot when I first downloaded this game. Way back when I was 14 years old. Which was 10 years ago. A whole decade. That's crazy. When I know how old I am. So this was something you can always go in. And what's crazy is you can go in it and there's actual, well, it's kind of like an attic, but there's actual levels. There's floors. There's nothing in the floors, but there's floors, there's walls, and there's doors, and there's windows, and it's not like you're blowing up hollow buildings. These have levels. I mean, they're a little messed up, but there's levels and everything else. So I think we're still on our strongest setting with the red bombs kind of ball things, which is you do have, let me pull up the menu real quick. You do have these regular, you can't really move my mouse. No, see if I escape. There's a way to move my mouse. Hold on, and load this again. You can see here you have F4s like these regular balls, and then you have like this giant, huge ball. This is water. I'll just go ahead and just run through them. So let's go ahead and F1 is a straight fire. So if you come in here, and you see where there's wood? This wood is sitting right here. We can go ahead and just spray this with fire. And then it will literally burn the whole place down. If you want to sit here and watch a house burn down, which is, I don't understand why would you want to do that. It's kind of messed up. But if you wanted to, You can just sit there and just catch a building on fire, and it'll burn to the ground. It really will. It's crazy. If you want to put it out, you hit F2, and then you get these like little water balls, kind of droplet little things, and they kind of help put the fire out. So if you want to like simulate a fire and then go put it out, and like you're a firefighter, I guess, if that's what you want to do, or anything along those lines, you can totally do that. That's fine. It's a sandbox, pretty much. You can do whatever you want. So these little balls put fires out. F3. Have you ever seen like, oh, well, I guess it's a Powerball commercial. You got like the red and different colored balls flying around. Like it's a really old commercial. They kind of bounce around the city, and like I wonder if it hit something, what would happen. This is that. So check this thing. I'm gonna bounce one over here. These things are massive, and they have a lot of weight to them. So when they hit something, it really does some damage. Like it just took out this whole section right here. So we're gonna restart here, and I'm going to hit it with our bomb right here. So let's go ahead and just hit it right in the middle. And just obliterated, and just chunks and pieces fly in the sky, and just rains debris for a good minute, and there's just absolutely nothing really left standing except for this corner over here, which is absolutely insane. These damage physics are just crazy, and look at the fire just spread out everywhere. I didn't really damage these. I guess I did a little damage to the containers over here, but I don't see how what the purpose of these are, to be honest with you. They're just containers. And that is absolutely crazy. There's something else you can do that you don't see right here on the menu, and I'm about to show you right now. You've probably seen it when I right-click to pause it. There is a reset building, which you're going to do that, which is you can just hit R to reset your building. Or there's a edit explosive layout. So we're going to go ahead and hit that. And you see these little, like, dynamite things? Yep, these are pretty cool. I'm going to put one right here. And you can change the kilograms, and you can put a timer on it. So I think the max is 50. We're going to put maxed out, because why not? Let's go ahead and max things out. And there's no point of waiting and testing different things. That's for you to do on your own time. Going down, you can also set these timers for, say, a second. Check. You can place multiple, as many as you want down. But just for right now, we're just going to place one. And you hit finish placing explosive layout. And then back up. Back up. I mean, that's 50 kilograms of TNT we got there. I mean, that's serious. And then I think there's a button to detonate this, but I just always just right-click and detonate. And there's gonna be a second delay. Yeah, there it is, and that is just crazy. So what you could do is restart the building. Edit. Oh no, not the edit explosive layout. And you could put one of these massive bombs into each, I guess these would be called wings. And then we just back up and finish placing explosives. We'll fly over here. And then we will detonate. And nothing left. It's gone. It's just, man, it just literally levels. It's leveled completely. It's nothing left. It's just little pieces. Name me another game where you can blow buildings into just little tiny pieces. Tiny little pieces. I don't think there is one. These damage physics are just insane. Let's go to something else to blow up. So we go to... I'll go to these bonus ones later because they're bonuses. They're really not a part of the free game, but something new that can be added later. The bridge is really fun. So here's the bridge. And this is something I used to spend a lot of time on because I always loved how this thing would crumble. So you would, I think these are still on 7. Find out in a second. Yes, they are still set to 7. I'm going to reset them back to 4 though. So reset them back to 4. So you just go 2, 3, 4, and then hit 7 and go back to 1. So the default's 4. The regular ones, so if I would go to like 1 perhaps, you would see that it doesn't really do much. It really just catches things on fire, and if you shoot enough, it might break some things, like the cage on the thing. I mean, it snaps. It doesn't really break all that much. You really gotta fire a ton of them. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and set this to like its default, so which is 4. And I'm going to be shooting out the bottoms little by little, and this is something you used to do all the time. And just watch it just get unstable and just collapse. And I always found a lot of fun in that. Another thing I used to like to do all the time was, because that commercial was on, remember the commercial I was talking about a little bit ago? Is we hit R, I'm going to go to F3, I'm just going to bounce these balls underneath it, and see if I can hit it with a bounce. I used to have a lot of fun doing that, and this takes out a whole section. So we can bounce something over here. I think if I get underneath it a little more, if I get on a little more of an angle, we can hit it like this. There it is, right there in the support. It's gonna collapse. Found a lot of joy in watching this thing collapse. You can also shoot this right in the middle, just boom, right in half. This is whatever you want to do, and you know I'm not leaving here until we completely obliterate this thing. So let's go ahead and go back to F5 and go to 7. Let's reset the bridge and let it get settled. And I'm thinking in the middle this time. It's just that's so crazy. Because imagine if this was in like a online shooter, online first-person shooter, and you got your boys on the bridge and you're assaulting, you're laying down fire, and there's someone that shoots this hell of a missile right into it, and then that's it. Your whole squad is done, finished. The whole bridge collapsed. All of you are taken out just like that. That is crazy. To me, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and actually do an explosive layout. And there's someone for the bridge already set up. So I'm just going to go and load that one. And just finish placing explosives. And alright, little note to self. Spacebar closes out the entire game. So I wouldn't. Spacebars should be avoided. So let's go ahead and blow this up. This is the pre-layout for the bridge, which really doesn't do much, I guess. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to fix that. So let's go ahead and add this explosive layout. And I like the positioning. I just don't like how strong it is. What are we at? Like a 10 kilogram? No, 50. What is this? This is an amateur hour. So let's fly away. Zooming in with the mouse. Okay, let's back it up. And as it settles, most buildings do lose a little bit of pieces. And let's go ahead and blow this thing to nothing. And gone! The whole metal section is blown up. Pieces are flying into space. It's raining fire. That is the bridge. Now let's go ahead and do something else. It's looking like I'm not going to be able to do everything with this today. So I'm going to go ahead and skip some things that are kind of, you know, not so important. And go to, where is the... I'll do like the office. The example is pretty cool. The con tower is pretty cool. Maybe I'll do another video on this. Let's go ahead and go to the tower. The tower is where, if it stands, because most of the time when you load this, it just straight collapses. And this thing right here is absolutely massive. Massive, massive, massive building. And we're going to be launching our bombs into it. So, is this still on the high setting? No, it's... Oh, yeah, that's right. I placed it to 4. So let's go ahead and start shooting at it. See if we can get this top piece to come down. There it goes, right down the middle. That is just crazy. And there's still pieces of building standing, and it's going to lose chunks and chunks, and it's on fire. And some of it actually collapsed into this, and there's going to be debris in here. I've actually had this fall on this building right here, and just completely, everything would be gone. So you see, it's pretty realistic, because I mean, it would be really cool. I mean, it is a 10-year-old game if it fell apart brick by brick. But I'm honestly not complaining, because these physics right here are way better than what we have now. Where it's like pre-programmed, how it breaks apart, and there's really no sandbox, actual good physics. I mean, Just Cause did a good job, but I mean, this is on a whole new level. This is, everything is in piece by piece. And like, the big pieces can break up into smaller pieces, and it's just nuts. It's just absolutely nuts, the damage, how realistic the damage is in this game. So we're gonna restart this, and hopefully it's after the first restart, it likes to just collapse on itself like that, and you got to restart it a couple times for it not to do that. But it's really nice to watch it collapse, just straight down. The supports completely give out. This is such a massive building that it's kind of hard to stay up. It's like that first time you load it, it stays. Then we're gonna get to stay now. Let's go ahead and launch the 7 at it, and we're gonna launch it like at the top. Let's go and launch at the top here. Let's blow the top off this thing. Bam! And I think the shockwave is actually going to cause it to collapse. Yes! There's your main support. I think it's going to go right in the buildings. It missed it. I was completely wrong. That's fine, though. That's fine. I'm going to try to hit at the bottom when it's not collapsing on itself. Let's go for that. Is it going to settle? It's looking like it's going to settle, so... Alright, here we go. The whole bottom's been taken out. It's just going to fall. This game is just crazy. Go download this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time killer. Really, really, really good time killer. Just go ahead and just destroy it. Just turn it to dust. And keep in mind, I didn't touch this building, and just the debris coming down from it destroyed it. That is absolutely crazy. I don't see another game doing these type of physics. I don't understand why this wasn't adopted into other games. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like button. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a dislike, but tell me what you didn't like about it. I'd really like to learn and improve on this. I am new to YouTube. Very new. 4 months old. 4 months old on YouTube. I've been doing this for 4 months. No, five at this point. So just give it a like. If you want to see more in the future, don't be sure to subscribe. That would be really cool of you. I really would appreciate that a lot. It would really help me out. Get some little motivation going. Because at this point, making this video, I have 19 subscribers. It's actually, it's pretty cool to have 19. I didn't expect to have any. And I have videos with 800 views, and that is just crazy. I know big YouTubers have thousands of thousands, and hundreds of thousands. But just having, like, the couple I have, and I do get, and I do have some people that watch on the regular, is really, really cool. And I really do appreciate that. And it's just really awesome. And I really didn't expect to get this much in 4 months. I really expected to only have 2 subscribers and maybe a couple views, but having a total of like 2,000 views is insane for me, and I really do appreciate everyone that watches and the couple people that do watch most of my videos. So I really do appreciate everything. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna cut you loose. So hope y'all have an excellent day, and I'll see you in the next video.